Topic is seasoning of timber and methods of timber. What is seasoning or seasoning of timber? First is meaning of seasoning. When a tree is newly felled, it contains about 50% or more of its own dry weight as water. This water is in the form of sap. Sap, I've been already discussed what is the sap. Sap wood is in the form of sap, and moisture, the water is to be removed before the timber can be used for any engineering purpose. In other words, the timber is to be dried. Roughly, you can say timber is to be dried, but practically not fully dried. This process of drying or controlling the moisture of timber is known as the seasoning of timber. And the moisture should be extracted during seasoning under controlled conditions as nearly as possible at a uniform rate from all parts of the or all surfaces of the timber. This is the concepts of seasoning. Basically, to control the moisture. This is the seasoning. What are the objects or purpose of seasoning? The seasoning of timber is carried out to achieve the following objects. First is to allow timber to burn readily if used as fuel. Second, to decrease the weight of timber and thereby to lower the cost of transport and handling. And next, third object is to impart hardness, stiffness, strength, and better electrical resistance to timber. Fourth object of seasoning in timber, to increase the resisting power of timber, as most of the causes of decay of timber are more or less related to the moisture. Most of the defect in timber due to moisture. So that is why seasoning is necessary. Fifth object is to maintain the shape and size of the components of the timber articles, which are expected to remain unchanged in form. Sixth purpose of seasoning is to make timber easily workable and to facilitate operations during conversion. Conversion means commercial forms of timber. Seventh is to make timber fit for receiving treatment of paints, preservatives, varnishes, etc. Without seasoning, we can't apply the paint, preservatives, or varnish. Next object of seasoning is to make timber safe from the attacks of fungi and insects. And another object is to make timber suitable for gluing, that is effectively joining two members of timber with the aid of glue. Last object of seasoning of timber, to reduce the tendency of timber to crack, shrink, and warp. So these are the some objects of seasoning in timber. Next, methods of seasoning. The methods of seasoning can broadly be divided into the following two categories. First is natural seasoning and second is artificial seasoning. In natural seasoning or air seasoning. In the category of natural seasoning, only a method, that is air seasoning, and no other method. Other methods of seasoning in the category of artificial seasoning. In natural seasoning, only a method, air seasoning. First method is natural seasoning. In this method, the seasoning of timber is carried out by natural air, and hence it is also sometimes referred to as air seasoning. Procedure of air seasoning is, or natural seasoning. First one, the timber in log form is not usually fit for the process of seasoning. Hence, it is cut and sawn into suitable sections of planks or scutlings. Next step is the timber pieces can either be stacked horizontally or vertically, the former arrangement being very common. Horizontal arrangement is common. Next step is the ground where stake is to be constructed is cleared and it is leveled for good drainage. Now the platform of stake is made slightly higher, about 300 mm than the ground level. A platform prepared of 300 mm height. The timber pieces are sorted. The timber pieces are sorted out according to length and thickness. If this precaution is not taken, there are chances for timber to become warped or cracked. Advantages of natural seasoning. Following are the advantages of the natural seasoning. First is, depending upon the climatic conditions, the moisture content of wood can be brought down to about 10 to 20%. Moisture content in timber is about 50%, and in natural seasoning, moisture content can be brought down to about 10 to 20%. Second advantage of natural seasoning or air seasoning is it does not require skilled supervision. Third, it is uneconomical to provide artificial seasoning to timber sections thicker than 100 mm, as such sections dry very slowly, and such thicker timber sections are usually seasoned by the process of air seasoning. Artificial seasoning is costly, so thicker sections are usually seasoned by the process of air seasoning. Next advantage of natural seasoning is this method of seasoning timber is cheap and simple. No skill supervision is required. And some disadvantages of natural seasoning. Following are the disadvantages of the natural seasoning. First is the, as the process depends on the natural air, it sometimes becomes difficult to control it. Second, the drying of different surfaces may not be even or uniform from all the surfaces. Third disadvantage, if ends of thick sections of timber are not protected by suitable moisture proof coating, these are chances for end splitting because the ends of such timbers dry rapidly in comparison to the central portion. So there is somewhat uneven, ununiform seasoning. Next disadvantage, if not properly attended, the fungi and insects may attack timber during the process of seasoning and may thereby damage it. Fifth is the moisture content of wood may not be brought down to the desired level. Next disadvantage of natural seasoning, the space required for this purpose will be more, as timber will have to be staked or stored for a sufficiently long time. So space requirement is more and time or duration is also long. The process of seasoning is very slow and it usually takes about 2 to 4 years, very long time, 2 to 4 years to make timber fit for the work of carpenter. This is the first method of seasoning, natural seasoning or air seasoning, and its advantage and disadvantages. Second method of seasoning is artificial seasoning. Following are the reasons for adopting the artificial seasoning to the natural seasoning. The defects such as shrinkage, cracking, and warping are minimized in artificial seasoning. Second is the drying is controlled and there are practically no chances for the attack of fungi and insects. Next reason for adopting artificial seasoning, the drying of different surfaces is even and uniform. And next reason, it considerably reduces the period of seasoning. And last is there is better control of circulation of air, humidity and temperature. Due to these reasons, we adopt artificial seasoning. The various methods of artificial seasoning. First is simple boiling. The timber is immersed in water and water is then boiled. The timber is thus boiled with water for about 3 to 4 hours. It is then dried very slowly under a shade. The period of seasoning and shrinkage are reduced by this method, but it affects the elasticity and strength of wood. Second method of artificial seasoning is chemical seasoning. In this method, this is also known as salt seasoning. In this method, the timber is immersed in a solution of suitable salt. It is then taken out and seasoned in the ordinary way. The interior surface of timber dries in advance of exterior. Interior surface of timber dries in advance of exterior one and chances of formation of external cracks are reduced. So these are the seasoning and some methods of seasoning of timber. Thank you.